Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. Ty Johnson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. That's exactly what Josh did a season ago. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They kick the running back in motion. In motion, right is Cooks. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw, and that takes them to third down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Allen on third down. It's his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. To the air again, Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. To throw again, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And the Bills first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense?
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school at Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Lawrence working from the gun. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Slot man motioned over. First down throw, Lawrence. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this, 4th and 4. Now they send their back in motion right. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few words.
Yeah, he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Another Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 17.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Again, it's Cook. Jukes away from one. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd down, they need 7. Throwing here, Allen. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Or maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Prater puts it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Now Prater on to send it away. LaQuint Allen to return this. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Jukes a man, he's running free. We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go play action. Lawrence. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets him a nice choke on that return on the final play of our first quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills' first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Josh Palmer. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Allen gonna throw again. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
It's
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Wishnowski on and readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Here's Etienne on first down. And he manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Etienne again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Back to the ground on first with Etienne. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. All down there by Deion Walker.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete, it's Myers. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
To the air on third and long. Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Big loss on the play.
Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Logan Cook on the punt.
For the Jaguars.
And he'll try to hit this one well. Takes this in at the 25. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now a design run. It's Allen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Enough from the pistol to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now bring a tight end in motion right. Another one for Cook. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Allen. We'll have the first down and even more. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Allen on 3rd down. Going deep here for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This is Allen to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. New set of downs for them from the 31. Lawrence with it on first. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Completed over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shakir sent in motion left. Allen on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First down throw, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Myers, the motion man here. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. Gets this one to Myers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Back to the air, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Lawrence now off the play action. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. After all that time, still nowhere to throw it, so they bring him down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. They'll start the second half with ETN. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They go right back to ETN. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We have not seen much achievement today.
Out of the gun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Dodge the tackle. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So first and 10 now from the 30. Allen on the play action. Caught for big yards on the right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Catch made left side by Palmer. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First and 10, here's Allen. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
So on fourth down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Prater puts it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. This makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Lawrence trying again on second. Short pass brought in. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Now run here, ETN. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
New set of downs from the 37. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. They motion a receiver left. Once again here, 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your...
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. There's yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the gun, ETN gets it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff goes to ETN. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Little knocks it through. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete. It's Myers. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's got a man left. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Lawrence working from the gun. Caught by Washington, left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
To Parker Washington. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. This one from an even 40 yards out. Little knocks it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. First down throw for Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Second down now, they need 7. Handoff headed right, it's Cook. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs from 37. This is Cook on the handoff. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give him 8 on that one, and the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bill.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. Saw Lane hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Allen on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal units, and Matt Prater needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a screen play for Allen. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars down by a very unlucky 13. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he is to throw. He's going for it himself. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Jaguars are going to call their 1st time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Now Lawrence. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Now to throw. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Brings up second and
All right, I'm to the
14.
point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Now it's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throwing now. And he sails that one over the end zone.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.